Motorsports Asia will present you a fantastic race to the global motorsports audience on August 15, 16, 17 in Sepang F1 circuit in Malaysia. We invite you all, the global audience, to have a look on it. Be alert. Good morning, Mr. David. You are really warmly welcome to Mass Media International. You are the CEO of Motorsports Asia. Really, I think you have so many experience in this field. So first of all, I would like to ask you, really, what will be your background on 15, 16, and 17? There will be an event on motorsports in Malaysia.
That's right.
Yes.
Next week we're holding our Asian Festival of Speed, which is the event that we manage and own. And inside that event, and it's being held here at Sepang International Circuit, which is the Formula One circuit here in Malaysia. And inside this event that we own, it's called the Asian Festival of Speed. We run championships that we manage and own. So we have the GT Asia Championship, which is for GT cars of all different makes. So you have Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, you name it, any supercar, McLaren, any supercar that you could imagine is involved in this race. The Nissan GTR, all the dream cars that people want to drive, we have the race for this. So we travel all over Asia with this, but we're here this weekend. On top of that, we also have the Porsche Carrera Cup, which is a one-make championship for Porsches, the 911. And we also have a one-make cup for the Audi R8, which is another spectacular GT car. And there are other two races, support races, a Lotus Cup for Lotus one-make, and also a single-seater Formula car, Formula Masters. So all of this will be a spectacular and exciting weekend of racing, full on next week here in Malaysia.
Yes, Mr. David, one more question. I think it would be very important for the audience. But I would like to ask you a question about your Motorsports Asia. Where, how, when it was started?
Okay, it's a long story in a way, but well, I started off actually as a driver. So I raced for about 11 years professionally, and then in 1994 I came to Asia. And I did the thing called Formula Asia, which was a Formula Championship, and I won as a driver. And then I ran a team briefly for about 1 year, and in the course of running the team I started to argue with the organizer, and I was backed by the other teams, and they asked me to push to take over the championship. So in 1996 I became a promoter. And from 1996 until today, we've run various championships. So when we started, it was one championship, and then we built up quickly to being from Formula cars to touring cars, and then GT cars. And so we've run 5-6 championships over a number of years since 1996 until now. So it's almost 19 years now, and it's been a long road and a very interesting one. But Motorsport Asia has been in existence since then, so it's a pretty established company. I would say that we're the leading promoter of motorsport in Asia, I would say, and I think it's safe to say that. And we've been around the longest for sure in the modern era.
Really, this is a very rare field. We find it, the arena global arena motorsports, meaning really one rare field in the world. So I think you may have so many experience, have had so many experience within the period of this involving in this field. So I would like to ask you any special thing, because we have sometimes seen some really this is sometimes it would have been very some tragedies also, meaning while they are participating in the motor race, so many incidents also we have seen happen.
Yeah.
Any experience like this in your lifetime, within this period?
Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, safety is a paramount importance to us, so we work very hard all the time. The federation, the world body, which is called the Federation International Automobile, FIA, they implement a whole load of safety measures that we all follow, and we make sure that the circuits and the safety equipment for the drivers and the cars and everything are as safe as they can be. But obviously we're involved in a sport that is inherently dangerous, and it's never too far away. So, you know, as much as we try to do as much as we can all the time, you know, things can happen. And unfortunately for me, I've had one fatality in all the years that I've been doing this. It was very early on, in about 1997, I think. And we lost one very good friend of mine.
Where it was?
It was in the Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah, but you know, it was just a freak accident, and you know, he was a fantastic guy, and we miss him still to this day. But you know, everything was just one of those things, and I think maybe if in the cars that we have today, with the safety that we have today, he probably would have survived. But in those days, things, you know, cars were not quite as advanced, and now we have this system called HANDS device, which is a thing that protects the neck and stops the head from moving. So there's lots of things that have been implemented, you know, since then, and so recently, you know, since then until now, thank God, nothing's happened, and you know, nothing serious has happened, and so we, you know, we do our best all the time to try to keep that out. But you know, we are very conscious that motorsport is a risky business. So anybody that does it faces those. I faces that fact when I was a driver. I faced the fact myself, so I know what it's like to get in a car and know that you might not get out of the car. So you have to be prepared for that. You have to be in the right frame of mind for it, and you have to accept it. If you get in the car and think about that, then you shouldn't be getting in the car. So it's something that, you know, we are all aware of. We all take as much precaution as possible. You know,
it means for the drivers, if you participate in this event, totally safe.
well, it's never totally safe,
Yeah.
but it's as safe as possible.
Yeah.
And as I said, you know, we try our hardest to make sure that happens. We would never run an event.
Anyway,
that's not,
it is a risky
yeah,
job.
it's a risky job.
Yes.
So, you know, just like any extreme sport,
Yeah.
everybody's a professional and everybody does their job, but
Yeah.
things can happen.
Anyway, Mr. David, really we appreciate your effort, because we know this is a really hard job. Organizing a motor is not simple matter. So anyway, this is my question, last question. You know, this difficult task you have been organized. I think there will be so many your patrons. So if you have any supporting your patrons, meaning the sponsors or other joint companies, or how we do this?
Well, obviously, you never have enough sponsorship in motorsport. It's a perennial problem. But no, I mean, of course, you know, the sport is such that, you know, it's a very high cost for everything,
Yes.
and every year the costs go up. So you know, it's not something that you can just do lightly. We certainly need to pull in as much sponsorship as we can. Right now, we have a very good relationship with Yokohama and Graham Watches and Auto Art and KW Suspension, and I mean, there's a whole number of sponsors that come behind us, and obviously we're constantly trying to do our best to maximize the exposure for them, and also to attract new sponsors to come in, both for ourselves and also for the teams, because it's not just us that need to get the sponsorship, it's also the teams and the drivers who have to get the sponsorship in order to be able to participate in the races. That's why we do our best to provide a platform that can give it as maximum exposure to people. So we distribute our television globally. It goes out even to the US, Pan Asia, Europe. So we have a global distribution, Australia, New Zealand. So basically pretty much every part of the world you can watch the Asian Festival of Speed and GT Asia. And we do our best to maximize our values on TV, make the series and and the championship look exciting and give exposure to our sponsors and the sponsors of the teams. So we regularly do features on the teams and the drivers and make sure that everybody that's involved in the event, that's investing in the event, gets a return for their money so that they carry on doing it. So basically, that's our job, as well as, we have many roles. One of the roles as a promoter, one of our chief roles is to make sure that we're making business sense for the partners that we have involved with us, and also the partners of the drivers and the teams that are involved with us. So, it's a big task. It's a lot of work, but it's also exciting because I get to do so many different things. 1 minute I'm doing safety, the next minute I'm doing media, the next minute I'm doing whatever. So, it's great fun and it keeps me on my toes. And it's not easy, as you said, but it's definitely challenging. And every day I wake up and something new is coming down the line. So. You never know what's going to happen in motorsport. So,
yes, of course.
You are
in a challenging field and a very big task. Anyway, for the spectators who participated for this event, you have any message to give them? This will be distributed and telecast all over the world, globalized people, they are looking for this.
Yeah.
Any message for them?
Well, I just hope that they enjoy what we offer. We've had spectacular racing, especially GT Asia. Normally, in the past 2 years, nearly every race has been decided on the last lap. We try to provide an event that is non-stop action from start to finish, and it's basically 2 days of full-on racing and action. So I think if you're looking for some excitement and you're looking for something good, then definitely this is a great way to spend your time and come down, and you can touch the cars and you can meet the drivers, and it's very accessible. So it's a great thing for people to come and spend some time doing. So, and as for the TV spectators, TV audience, I think we're providing a fun and exciting race to watch. So you're not going to fall asleep because there's plenty of stuff going on. And so that's what I can say.
It will be enthusiastic and fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. 15th, 16th and 17th.
That's right.
We invite the global audience to see your motor accident.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you everyone for participating with us.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.